Okay guys, this is Ben at Primal Nation. Just a quick video to explain nutritional cleansing versus the diet. Now everyone's going on a diet all the time, different diets they've used. Now I get asked this a lot with my nutrition principles and approach with regards to food, but isn't this just another diet? So what I want to explain to you is the definition of a traditional diet used by most slimming clubs and adopted by a large part of society, which is this approach of eat less calories and you'll lose weight. Eat less, move more. Calorific deficit diet. A calorie being the amount of energy in food. And the simple answer is, as I said, eat less calories, do more exercise. But it's not as simple as that, and I will explain why. This approach does not take into consideration the quality of the food. So the lower the quality of food, this means it will require more energy to process and metabolize. I.e., calories from a piece of broccoli will be totally different from the calories from a donut. So if you think of your body's metabolism as a fire, and 1 calorie is from, as I said, broccoli, and 1 calorie is from like a donut. So the first calorie, think of your metabolism as a fire, and the first calorie is like a solid piece of wood, like a piece of timber, and you can burn it really easily. The second calorie is like a soggy, damp piece of wood that's really struggling to break down and use the nutrients from it. So you can see the two difference between the calories. So it's not always a case of just calories in versus calories out. So that's one reason why that approach isn't always the best way and doesn't necessarily work. The other area is the hormonal response to eating food. So the type of food, the quality of food, the quantity of it as well can affect the hormonal response, whether you store the food short term or long term, and how fast the food is absorbed. So this is another reason, the hormonal response to the different foods. And again, the key to fat loss, which really is the goal, which I'll come on to in a second, is balancing your hormones through the nutritional dense food that you're consuming. So this is another side, which is why the calories in versus calories out approach, really adopted by the masses, is not always the best way to lose body fat short term and long term, which is the goal. Okay, so also the other part is reducing your calories. If you're starving yourself and not eating enough food, then you might tend to see people who are very skinny with a sort of bloated belly, because reducing your calories can increase your hormone cortisol, your stress steroid hormone, and your body will store fat around your tummy area. So again, you're putting your body into that fight or flight stress mode and unbalancing your hormones. So that's not ideal at all. And especially it's going to break down lean tissue, lean muscle, and that's needed to actually burn fat as well. So we need to build a stronger body and have more muscle to actually burn the fat. So again, that's another reason why the calories in versus calories out approach isn't the best, and why people will tend to yo-yo diet up and down, lose weight, not body fat, lose weight, and then put it back on again, and a lot of the time more, because they're affecting their metabolism and the hormones and their body's ability to burn body fat. Okay, so let's go on to the next slide. So why dieting is unhealthy. If you look at the current situation, you've got your muscle, water, and fat, and ideally you want to get the fat down, okay? But most diets, they actually reduce the muscles and the water, but the fat remains. After dieting, there's not enough muscle, so the muscle's going down. The water is going back up again, but the fat's increasing. It's still there. It never really gets any smaller. So that's a good breakdown. That diagram, I think, really explains that pretty well. I mean, going back to that slide for a second, think about this. Is the goal actually weight loss? When everyone says, I want to lose weight, what they actually mean is they want to lose body fat. I mean, our society is with the magazines and the diet books, where everything is revolving around weight loss, when actually the goal is to lose body fat, as you can see here. The goal is to lose fat, not overall weight. I mean, you will lose weight, but the goal is to reduce body fat. Otherwise, it's going to come back again. And I'll go through this nutritional cleansing versus dieting, calories in, calories out approach, and how the nutritional cleansing can be significantly better for keeping the body fat off short term and long term. So when you're on a diet, your scales will be going down. You think, oh, that's fantastic. You know, I'm limiting what I'm eating. The scales are going down. But then you're going to start eating again. And because your body hasn't detoxified, then you're just going to put that body fat back on again, as this diagram shows you. Okay, just to explain as well, the human body is, like that says, it's made up of water, fat and muscles, composed of different muscle fibers. So body fat is simply the percentage of fat your body contains, and it can be calculated in different ways using calipers, skin fold tests, electronic scales, and also online through using a tape measure with this linear software where you measure your height, your neck and your abdomen. So that's another way. So ultimately we want to get the body fat down, and yes, the weight will come down, but the ultimate goal is to reduce your body fat, okay? Not necessarily weight loss. So although we're chasing weight loss, the goal really should be to chase health. And when you chase health, you'll lose body fat anyway, because a healthy body doesn't hold on to body fat. Okay, so we're on to the liver and this idea of detoxification and nutritional cleansing, and just understanding a little bit about the role of the liver and why it's so important to detoxify it to lose body fat. And just to explain, there's a wide range of uses the liver, from detoxification, protein synthesis, production of biochemicals necessary for digestion. So it has a lot of roles. So it's really important to look after your liver. So if you're drinking alcohol on a regular basis, then your liver is having to process that, and you're never really going to be losing body fat, because your liver is never getting a chance to cleanse itself through because of the sugars in the alcohol. Also, good liver function necessary for proper production and activation of hormones that stimulate fat burning. So that's really important as well. If you overwork your body's liver, then it cannot burn fat effectively, no matter how much exercise you do. So it doesn't matter how much exercise or how much you're reducing your calories, you have to detoxify your liver first. So this is a good example of traditional cleansing versus nutritional cleansing. So traditional diet, what happens, versus nutritional cleansing. So the fats are stored to protect the body from toxins. So that's the same for both cases to begin with. Temporary weight loss occurs, but the issue of internal cleansing is not addressed. Just means smaller body means increased percentage of impurities. And you'll see on the other side, then down the bottom here, the toxins are released through nutritional cleansing and excess weight is released. So you just have this rebound effect with this yo-yo dieting. The body senses increased levels of toxins and impurities, goes into emergency fat production, better known as rebound. Whereas this cleansing of the liver approach, the result is better overall health with balanced weight and more lean muscle. Okay, so this explains about 5 pounds of fat versus 5 pounds of muscle. The density of the muscle is increased a lot, is a lot more. So it's totally different. So again, this goal is to become healthy, and through health, your body will lose body fat. So this is obviously extreme weight loss, where you're losing muscle and fat and some water as well, when you're literally skin and bones to a certain degree. Whereas the difference between transforming your body and becoming healthy, and detoxifying the body through cutting out the alcohol, the milk and cheese, the sugar, the wheat, processed foods, tap water. And this approach of detoxifying the body will also help with, it will burn body fat, but cleansing, improving your liver function is going to help, how can I put this, improve your skin. Your skin will become clearer, your mood and energy will lift. So it's more about health than it is about weight loss. So to try to emphasize with you guys this difference between the calories in versus calories out, constantly going on a diet versus becoming healthy, and also the difference between the nutritional cleansing versus your average diet, so restricting your calories. and the difference between the two, and the importance of the liver in that process, and what foods that you're taking on a regular basis, the alcohol, milk and cheese, sugar and artificial sweeteners, wheat and gluten, processed foods, tap water. If you're having this on a regular basis, then how this is going to affect your liver and how this is going to affect the toxins within your body, and those toxins never get released. So you're never really losing body fat, you're just losing overall weight, which isn't the goal, and it's just going to keep going. So hopefully guys, this will make it a little bit clearer for you in the future and your approach to dieting and becoming healthy and weight loss and losing body fat, which is the ultimate goal. Hopefully that's helped you guys and that's put you in the picture and cleared things up a bit more. I'll be making some more videos on this and the role of the hormones and how balanced hormones is key to losing body fat and ultimately being healthy. Okay, thanks a lot guys. Cheers for listening.